All right, here we go again. Finally, you won't believe what we have been going through here in the studio to get this foolish accordion working right, but as usual, Austin came up with a solution and we think it's sounding okay. Of course, we won't know till we see the finished product, but once again, thanks to Austin for, I mean, he tried every wire, every cord, every cable, and I think we might have something going here. So, but our first tune today, a little tune called Little Darlin', Little Darlin'. There was a 1950s Little Darlin', different song. This was written in 1957 by a fellow named Neil Hefti, who you've heard me mention before the show. He's a trumpet player with the Count Basie Band. He also obviously a songwriter and did a lot of the arrangements for the band. He also wrote the song Cute, which I've played before, and he wrote I think he wrote the Oddfellows theme, but his biggest claim to fame, he wrote the Batman theme. Now, I mean, what more could you do? So Neil Hefti, little tune called Little Darlin'. And we're going down to Miami for the next tune, 1946, called the Miami Beach Rumba, written by a fellow named Irving Fields, who I believe was from Brooklyn, New York, but he migrated down to Miami Beach, piano player. Word on the street, he was playing 6 nights a week, even when he was like 95 years old. Hey, there's still hope for the old coach. So a little tune called Miami Beach Rumba. Here we go. Miami Beach Rumba. You know, the old coach here has learned a little something the past few months. Because, you know, I've been playing the piano a little bit just to break things up. And, of course, sitting here with the piano, I can see the keyboard. With the accordion, I'd have to be like this to see the keyboard, and then it's straight up and down. And what I have noticed, like especially even in that song, most songs don't have a lot of different notes in them. Because I'm sitting here playing the piano, saying, well, is that all there is to that song? Yeah. And it's been quite a revelation for these old eyes to see that. But anyway, enough of that. This next tune, kind of a country tune. It is a country tune, actually. 1956, young lady named Patsy Cline. Well, what she did was she went out one night walking after midnight. So let's see what this sounds like. Walking after midnight and hope I don't get no, never mind. Anyway, Patsy Cline, I think she could certainly be considered the queen of country music, as country music should be. Don't get me started on that. All right, we're going to 1924 for our next tune. And it's a song that was written and played as a jazz standard. Now, if you were born, well, let's put it this way, if you are under the age of 60 or so, you've never heard this tune except as a cha-cha, because around 1963, a fellow named Tommy Dorsey, who had a big band, Tommy Dorsey Band, which is the band that Frank Sinatra got started with, but he was, by 1963, he was well on his way. But Dorsey Band in 1963 did it as a cha-cha. Now everybody played this tune. It's a jazz standard. Nobody had a real big hit, but all of a sudden they threw it in as a cha-cha in 1963, and yeah, it was a big hit for the Tommy Dorsey Band. Well, guess what? I'm not going to play it as a cha-cha. I'm going to play it as it was originally played, as kind of a, little upbeat jazz tune. Little tune called T for Two. That's right, T for Two. Here we go. T for Two. I think I lost my piano. All right. There it is. Okay, well, welcome back. Okay, we're all set now. All right, this next tune is also, well, it started life as a country tune, but a lot of folks have done this tune, and they've changed some of the chords around, so it's become a little more contemporary or like a standard. And I think personally, but who am I, that this is probably one of the prettiest country tunes ever written. And I'm going to do it today, kind of a little combination, country and jazzy, and then, well, I'm just going to throw some stuff against the wall and hope some of it sticks. It was written around 1954 by a young lady named Cindy Walker. Who, Coach Dave? Cindy Walker. Who was Cindy Walker, Coach Dave? Well, Cindy Walker, she was a friend, I guess, a contemporary of Eddie Arnold. Who's Eddie Arnold, Coach Dave? Now listen, if you were around in the 50s, you knew that Eddie Arnold was one of the biggest country singers in the 1950s. And I guess he needed a song, and he challenged Cindy Walker, write me a song. She said, okay, why not? And she came, and like in a very short time, she came up with this great tune. Of course, Eddie Arnold had a hit. And then it kind of hung around till 1960 when a fellow named Ray Charles did this tune. So the song is called You Don't Know Me. So we'll do a little country, little whatever. So let's see what happens. You Don't Know Me. Oh, if you knew the words and lyrics of that, how many times have you heard that, fellas? Turn and walk away with a lucky guy. Oh, yeah. We've all been through that nonsense, I want to tell you. Well, we're getting close to the end of our time here. Now, this next tune comes with a little bit of a disclaimer. I'm going to play this, or try to anyway, a little bit rapidly. Okay, so the disclaimer is, please do not try to tap your foot or anything like that to the tempo of this tune, because Austin cannot be responsible for any sprains or strains that may develop. Now, this tune was written in 1938 by a fellow named Ray Noble. Who? Now, we just went through that. Ray Noble. I guess he was a songwriter. He was in a big band, I think, somewhere, and he took on a project. He was going to write a song for all of the different Indian tribes. Give them some recognition, our Native Americans and all that stuff. Well, he got the first one done, which is the one I'm going to play, which I believe turned out to be the only one. The rest of the project fell through. So this is a tune called Cherokee. Now remember, no foot tapping or anything. Austin's going to be watching you, so let's see what it sounds like. Cherokee. I think I need a nap after that. Cherokee, great tune, great. I remember we did a show a couple of years ago, I think, a nationally broadcast show, and I played that tune on. I think I did most of it right, so didn't hear any complaints, nasty letters or anything. So, well, that just about completes our show for today. And once again, kudos and thanks to Austin for finally putting this all together so we get some kind of a sound. I mean, we were stringing wires back and forth and unplugging stuff and plugging stuff, and but Austin, in his normal expert way, got us going. Of course, I was sitting here so long trying to get this done that I know what happened to my makeup or not, but and Bud Tugley, who does the makeup, he left, so I guess I was all set. So you know what I'm gonna say? Bring in the young'uns to hear this music that they are not exposed to today, especially some of these great tunes like Cherokee and You Don't Know Me, tunes we did today. So, well, I guess we'll take it home with, oh, I don't know, how about Cherokee, a little more Cherokee. Here we go.